Good day guys, welcome to my space. Today we're going to learn how to install plugins and the list of best plugins we're going to need on our Figma design as a UI designer. So you can open any workspace here, you can choose a new design file or you can go to your previous design. So whichever way, this is just a login, this is an onboarding, a register and a login screen. I just want to use this as an illustration. So most of all these components are being installed. For example, the icons that you can see here are being installed. You see, since the launch of Figma back in 2016, it has grown to be a leading user interface design tool, and this is because of it offers excellent functionalities, and also the tool is cloud-based, so you don't have to worry yourself about space, about your disk space, your hard drive space. You don't have to worry yourself about a lot of things. It's based online, and then you can save all your designs automatically as you design. So to go onto this, we are going to first look at plugins that can be used to bring in icons. First of all, let's check on how to install plugins. If you click on this different shapes to here, it's called the resource tool. If you click on it, you're going to see components here, you're going to see components here, and you're going to see plugins here. So this is the recent plugins that I've used, and these are some other plugins from the community. This list is for widgets. We will talk about widgets later down, but it's also something you can import as a component. So back to plugin. What are plugins on Figma? What are plugins on Figma? Just like I was trying to explain earlier, Figma is a cloud-based design tool, and then it's interacts with different other tools. For example, this is our Figma workspace, and there are limited things you can do here, so you have to beckon on some other functions, like some other plugins, we call them plugins, to help you bring in some functions that you need or some tools that you need. For example, assuming we need an icon, we can come to this and search for, I think Iconify is a good icon. We search for Iconify to bring this out. You click on it, then you click on run. Once you click on run, and this is bringing run because I've already installed it. If you haven't installed it, it's going to bring install. Then you can click on it. Then on this search icons, you can search anything you want to search. You can search for like arrow, and then you've got this different kinds of arrows. So you can choose the color, the height, and the rest. Meanwhile, you can still format it later on. Let's just import this, then you can cancel it. So this is our icon here. As you can see, this is just basically how icons are being installed on Figma. Now you can go as far as installing different icons for your different designs. Like, let's say another plugin that we can consider is Unsplash. Unsplash gives you images. Unsplash gives you images. All these images that are here, this is a chat app. All these images are from Unsplash. So when you go to your plugins, also you come to your resource, then down to your plugins, you can search for Unsplash. When you click on Unsplash, you run it. That's if you haven't, but I'm going to show you a much easier way to do it. This is Unsplash. You can search for let's say you are looking for a profile, you're trying to design a profile, so you can use any of this, you can use any of this, you can use any of this, you can use any of this. So let's come back here. So assuming we want to want assuming we want this should be the profile screen. Let's just name this profile. This is very easy for you to do. So let's just draw a circle. That hold on shift to get the perfect circle and then place it in the middle. So if you right click on this, come to your plugins below here, then select Unsplash. There's if you have installed it. If you haven't installed it, you can go onto this resource and then down to plugin and then you install it. So from here you can just click on Unsplash. Then you search for profile. Now you can use any of these profile images. You can use any of them. You can use any of them. So let's just look for something that is more, that is centered, that is facing, yeah, something like this. So we've gotten this. So Unsplash is for getting your images, and this is exactly how to do it. If I come to my plugins here, these are my last plugins, these are my recent plugins. This is development, this is my save plugin. So these are the list of my plugins that I have here. I have auto flow, I have avatars. Avatars are to bring in avatars. I have builder.io, I have the UIs to export your Figma to code, I have feather icons, I have Figma to HTML, Figmotion, font awesome icons is also used to import icons. Freepik, I know you must have an idea of Freepik, where you go to install many things such as your images, your, just like Unsplash, you can also get many images from Freepik. You can also get icons and illustration from Freepik. You are going to be needing illustrations in your design, so icon 8 is there for you. Iconify is what we've used earlier on. Logo creator to create a sample logo for you. I think we are going to try this out. We are not going to do all of them, but we are going to try some out. So these are just lists of plugins that you can go and install. Lorem Ipsum is for importing, let's say, you can use this to import content. Say you don't have to be cracking your brain to write content, or you don't have to write rubbish. You just have to use this to create your automatic content. This is your material design. Icon is also for icon. Memojis is for emojis. Memotions is also for emojis. Your photos. Remover.ai is to remove background. Removebg.ai, remove.bg is also to remove background. Unify is to export Figma to React. And then Unsplash, just like we used earlier, is to import images. And then wireframing is to wireframe, is for your wireframes. You can use, there are already customized, so you can use our illustration here in icon 8. If you open icon 8, if you install it, you right click on your canvas, go to plugins, open it. You can bring in icons, photos here, also illustration, but we need illustrations and we need 3D illustrations at it. So let's just check this 3D business. Let's use this. Let's also bring in this. So you can use this in your design as well. That is icon 8. So I'm going to give you some list of plugins you need to install, and then you can go and try it on your own. So you can go ahead and install Unsplash, Removebg, Tiny Image Compressor. Tiny Image Compressor is to reduce or compress your image, reduce the quality, so that when a website is being launched and an app is being launched, if it's too heavy, it will affect the speed of the product. So affect the speed of the website or the app. So with a lighter image, it will be faster. So you can install font preview. You can also install color contrast checker to check your contrast and make sure it's well, if it is okay. Now you can also use wireframe. You can use it to do your wireframings instead of your freehand sketch. You can use wireframe. You can use blush also. You can use design links, Lotiflies, skill that, Figmotion, Iconify, Figmoji, feather icons, Maple, Sickle, icon resizer, breakpoint, remove bg, autoflow, blush, and the rest. I'm going to drop a list of these plugins that we can use. Thank you and stay well.